trucks are here. Aurora Innovation says it's ready to go completely driverless, a key milestone that could reshape the trucking industry. At least 10 companies are known to be developing driverless technology for trucks, most expected to pull the driver or go fully autonomous on public roads later this year or as soon as 2026. That is not far off. We've discussed the cars and the taxis on this show, and we've all emphasized that we would be very scared to get stuck in one and what could potentially go wrong. A truck is a bigger vehicle. I'll start with you, David, from a investment perspective. I mean, do we have to get on board with this because this is where it's all going?
Well, a couple things to understand. One is that pretty much everything in life shows up on a truck like that.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, as you see, that driverless trucks is here. We all know it's not a trucker shortage. They keep saying that over and over and over again, and it's not the truth, okay? But there is a shortage, okay? What kind of shortage do we have? We have a shortage of companies wanting to pay their drivers a fair amount of money for their time, okay? Like I tell you before in other videos, if you OTR $2,000, it's the bare minimum you should be making, okay? $2,000, $2,500 when you OTR. We got folks that's OTR, now we bring home $1,000 a week, okay? How's that fair to the driver? It's not. You're going for family, going for friends. Some folks got to really sacrifice and let go of their apartments, let go of their nice cars, and money is always the biggest issue when it comes to trucking industry, okay? That's why the trucking industry has such a high turnover rate, because the companies are not paying enough anymore, all right? Maybe they did 20, 30 years ago, we make good money, but now, no way. When inflation, and tariffs, and all that stuff going up, no way $1,000 is enough to be gone from home for months at a time, okay? It's ridiculous. So, there's no trucker shortage, but there's a shortage of companies willing to pay their drivers a fair amount of money for their time, and that's why it's not too many drivers willing to stay in the industry, okay? Now for these driverless trucks coming in next year, I think a lot of the companies will buy these trucks, but I don't know how they're gonna do that, because you still need a driver in the seat. Because who's gonna walk the bills in the building, you know, and turn the bills in? Who's gonna wash the trucks? Who's gonna make sure nothing's missing, seals being opened up, anything behind the trailers, you know, pre-tripping, anything, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how it's gonna work. And then the infrastructure, are they gonna be all electric, or I mean, they can't fit themselves up with fuel, right? So I don't see how this is gonna work. I can see next year. It's very interesting that they're really pushing this, and we all knew this time was coming. Eventually, they were gonna try to push truck drivers outside of the truck, and it's happening with other jobs too. Amazon, you know, are coming out with things to eliminate the workforce and put everything pretty much all robotic, stuff like that. So, you know, times are changing, and they change real fast. So yeah, I think it's time to learn a new skill, guys, because I think maybe the next 15, 20 years, I'll be, I think my early 40s, I don't really see truck drivers being essential anymore. I think everything would be fully driverless, you know, and truck drive themselves. Hopefully I'll be out by then, way before then, but it's just interesting to think about. Hope you guys are watching. Next time, peace out. Put in a comment section, think about this. You guys stay safe. All right. It's not the same anymore. It's just not fun. Too many regulations. I've been facing like this for a long time. Everything all good. I'm down here in Lafayette, Georgia right now.